this is Phoenix here, and today we're going to be doing the pickup video for the month of September of 2017. So, this month has been a pretty good month for me, not only just for, like, gaming-related stuff, but also just for the fact that everything has just been going pretty good in my personal life. So, that's all well and good. And, quick little update I just want to say at the beginning for now is that since October is real close, I figured I'd mention that, yes, there will be some horror-related game reviews that will be uploaded within October. I got 3 of them ready, and they're pretty much ready to upload whenever the hell I feel like it, though. But, I like to spread them all out and stuff. But, so yeah, there is that, so keep an eye out on that if you're interested. And then, of course, I am also going to be doing some streams on some horror games throughout that month of October. So I'm going to be doing Kagero Deception 2, since I did Deception 1 last year for October. So this year, I figured I'd do the sequel of one of my favorite horror-related games of all time. So yeah, whenever I'm done with that one, though, if I do finish the game in that month, I'll probably might do some other random-ass horror streams or something. I haven't really decided yet, though, but for anyone that's in the Discord group would probably know, like, whenever I'm going to do an announcement on whenever I am going to do a stream on and all that kind of stuff. So I just figured to let you all know about that. And one other thing I will mention just before we get to the games part is I do have a shoutout to make this month. And the person that's going to get a shoutout for this month is the Backlog Battle. And in case you don't know what this was actually a podcast that I started quite a few years ago. I've only listened to them since maybe 2 years ago from now was when I started listening to them. They weren't on YouTube for like ever ago. Like they only started their YouTube channel like this year. So I figured I might as well help them out a little bit, and because it's actually a really good podcast between one of my friends is actually in there, his name Anthony from Megas X1. So that's actually some pretty good stuff, and there's some really good general gaming discussions that they have. In fact, it is mostly just gaming on whether it be old or new or anything in between from there. And they also do other stuff, like they do some little Let's Play videos here and there, and they also do videos where they make fun of like game trailers, which is pretty amusing stuff. But yeah, their podcast is pretty great stuff. So in case you don't know who they are, I can definitely recommend them to check them out. So with that said, now let's get into the game. So the first one we got here is a PS4 game, and this is actually a game that, like, when it came out, I had like no hype for it whatsoever, because like the first game was like didn't really interest me much, so I wasn't really sure how to think about the second one. But it actually became a really good surprise, and that happens to be Titanfall 2. Yes, probably one of the very few EA games that I actually give a shit about. And, so after watching some gameplay footage of this game quite a while ago, I was like, holy shit, like, this looks like some damn good shit. So obviously it's a mech game, but it's also like a first-person shooter where you can get out of your mech, shoot stuff, and, get in the mech and just blow up everything. It's been really fun-ass shit. But the one thing I also really love about this game is that it has a lot of really good platforming elements. Like, you get to, like, jump from wall to wall and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, it's actually like a very fast-paced shooter. Love it a whole lot so far. I haven't beaten it yet, but I definitely do plan on beating this one very soon, since it is a very short game. And I haven't played the multiplayer at all yet, though, but hopefully it's not so bad, though. But either way, though, just as playing this as a single-player game, though, it's fucking great shit. And the next one we got here was actually a game that I actually was hyped for, and you know what? It does not disappoint whatsoever. In fact, I actually might even consider it to be one of my other favorite games that came out this year, and that happens to be Ys 8. And this is actually the reverse cover, because I thought it looked cooler with the whole half and half thing, and you got the cool back and such. But anyways, so this is a pretty fucking awesome game. So, whenever it comes to the Ys series, like, I love them a whole lot. They're basically like a hack and slashy version of Zelda, if you must say, or like what I like to call it is like, it's basically Zelda with heavy metal, where it has like the exploration, and then it has like the dungeons, it has the fucking metal music and shit, and it's fucking good stuff. But yeah, this one definitely has some really interesting ideas for it. Like, for an example, so pretty much you're stranded onto like an island, and when you're trying to like save like a whole bunch of people that were on like a ship with you, and by doing so, you got to create a castaway village, and it kind of has a little bit of dark cloud elements to it, because there's going to be parts where like where some of the monsters will try to attack your village and you gotta defend it and stuff. It's not as in-depth as Dark Cloud though, but it does definitely have some elements of it, which is pretty fucking awesome. And that's something I was totally not expecting with this game whatsoever. I was expecting it to be like, you know, good time, fun, adventure shit, which it is, but it definitely has some other really good stuff going for it, and all the other characters are fun to use. I really love Hummel in this game. He's a fucking badass with the bayonet and such, but yeah, man, this game is just fucking kick-ass. If you haven't played Ys game before, you can really start out with any of them, really, but this one, if you ever do see it around, like I said, I can definitely recommend checking it out. So the next one we got here is a really weird one that I really didn't know a whole lot about it. I just kind of seen it around and heard about it on the internet, and I was like, huh, that looks interesting, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it, like, as soon as I did. But then I was like, well, fuck it, I got the shit for it, and that happens to be Blue Reflection. So this is a turn-based RPG. Yes, people, that genre is not dead yet, because we're still getting games out of it. So yeah, this is an RPG where you play as a schoolgirl, and there's a lot of weird shit that happens in this game. So basically, you go to school, and then you realize that you get some weird powers where you're able to like go inside people's like subconscious, and when you go into their heads, they it turns into like a dungeon, and you get to like, you know, fight monsters in there, and then you get to, you know, complete objectives, all that kind of good stuff. So, you know, that's kind of interesting. And it kind of has a mix of like Persona mixed with Madoka Magica and mixed with Godzilla. The reason why I say Godzilla is because apparently in this game, every once in a while, there will be some motion stuff that gets all like fucked up, and it creates like a giant ass monster that will attack the city, but the only people that can see the monster are the reflector people, like your main character, and you have like two other friends that are reflector people, and yeah, you gotta fight the Godzilla monster. Okay, that probably sounds like a big fucking clusterfuck of a thing there, but that's really what I got from this game so far. I haven't got too far into it there, because I did just get it not that long ago. But yeah, so far I am interested in it, and I do kind of like it, but I can definitely say it's not going to be for everyone, because this is, like I said, a weird game. But, you know, that's just the thing that I like. I like looking into the weird shit, because, you know, it's stuff that you just have no idea what's about, and everything is just a big fucking surprise. And, I guess one thing I could say this game plays a lot like is, Tokyo Mirage Session on the Wii U. So if you played that, this game is pretty similar to that when it comes to the battle system, and, you know, this is the overall, like, the way how it looks, too, is kind of similar to it as well, which, you know, that's actually a game I did like quite a bit. Like, I didn't think it was, like, the best thing ever, but I did enjoy it for what it was, so, yeah, so far I'm liking it, but, yeah. Weird shit. And now we're gonna get into some Vita stuff, and of course we're gonna get into the more weird shit, because this game right here is Transformers Waifus in Disguise, or, you know, Drive Girls. But, you know, I like calling it the other name because it's way fucking better. But, yeah, this game is, pretty much like Samurai Kagura, but the gimmick is that, you're chicks that can transform into cars, and you get to ride over monsters and shit. Yeah, it's pretty weird shit, and the game itself is okay. I mean, it's nothing mind-blowing, but, you know, the main reason why I got this game was for two reasons. One, the game was, like, really cheap for a brand new Vita game, so it was like, you know, why not? And then the other thing is that, you know me, I like to delve into the weird territory of the gaming library of weird shit. And yeah, also this game is made by Tamsoft, which is kind of interesting because, yeah, they made a lot of those weird Simple Series games, and I can really tell with this one there, so yeah, this game really isn't like that great, but it's not really the worst thing I ever played either, but yeah, like I said, I'm pretty much like the Indiana Jones when it comes to weird Japanese bullshit games. And the next on here is, Danganronpa V3, and, wait, what the fuck? This game is still sealed in the plastic? Not for long! I want to break free! Okay, yeah, anyways, yeah, that's a good song by Queen, by the way, but, to be serious, though, yes, obviously, I just opened up this game, so, I haven't actually played it yet, but I have beaten, like, all the other games in Danganronpa series, so I do know that I am probably going to really enjoy this one. So in case you don't know what Danganronpa was all about, pretty much it's a mix between a visual novel and a point and click, where pretty much the whole concept behind it is that you're all students in a classroom that go to a school, but some really fucked up weird shit happens, and then everyone gets kidnapped and put into some sort of weird scenario, and it's all being run by a bear named Monokuma, who is this motherfucker right here, and pretty much he tells you that you guys gotta kill each other, and he gives you a motive and all that kind of weird bullshit stuff. It's actually a really cool concept. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of Saw, but if it was like whack out bonkers, which, you know, I think is pretty funny, because it doesn't take itself too seriously, but, you know, it does have some pretty serious moments and stuff. But, yeah, so, I always like playing these games on the Vita, because, you know, handheld, it just works better for that, at least for me personally, but, yeah, like I said, I can't wait to play this one whenever I can. I'm probably going to start it up sometime in October, because I do think the theme of it is pretty horror enough to be Halloween related, so. Alright, so that's all the video games that I bought for myself for the month of September, but as you know, recently, the last video that I uploaded from now was an unboxing a package I got from my good buddy Bossenberg. He sent me some pretty awesome stuff, and there I go saying awesome stuff again. But anyways, though, so I just want to give a little bit of an update and say that, like, one of the games that I got in that game that I actually, like, played was The Incident, which is a fan-made little indie game for the NES. And like I said, it's a puzzle game, and it has some really awesome packaging. But I just want to go a little bit more into this, since I actually did play it now, and I do kind of know what it's like. It actually comes with a little sleeve thing too, you know, one of those things. And you even get a instruction manual. And, you know, the instruction manual's pretty colorful too. At least, like, you know, has more color than, like, you know, an average manual that we get in this day and age. But, yeah, so this game, like the puzzle way how it plays is that it's pretty much like Boxy Boy, where you gotta, like, move the box in a maze, and you gotta put the box in the right spot, but, man, this game gets really fucking hard, though. Like, it's a really tough game. But thankfully, though, there is a save feature, and there's actually an auto-save feature, which is actually quite nice, so, you know, that's something you don't really see in an NES game at all, at least an official one anyways. And you can also make your own levels too, which is also pretty awesome. So, yeah, this game's actually pretty enjoyable so far. It's just, you know, it's really tough, and you really want something to boggle your mind a bit. Yeah, this is actually a pretty cool one. So yeah, that's everything I want to talk about in this video. So, you know, obviously there was more stuff in the package that I got, but I already talked about that in that video, so in case you haven't seen it, then, you know, check that one out whenever you can. In fact, he actually uploaded his video of the stuff that I gave to him just recently, so, you know, I can recommend go checking out that one as well. You know, I'm just recommending you so much shit in this video, it's great. So anyways, that's all the stuff that I got, and, you know, with that being said, hope you guys have a great time, and I'll see you in Horror Month, where we're gonna have a pretty kick-ass time playing some horror games.